There was a point during the filming of this film where I was starting to freak out. Kurt was hurt, Jamie was hurt, Rennie and Petey were busy or hurt. I tried to dial in a film shoot with the two of them in Scotland, but only Rennie could ride and the weather was nasty. So I had none of the Santa Cruz Syndicate represented in my film. It wasn't looking good. I only had a month to go to film, and this month was already booked with other shoots. I was starting to peak. I'd found this really cool patch of forest on the mountain behind my place. I'd found it because they had carved a logging road into it with the intention of clear-cutting it. I hadn't built a trail in there yet because I didn't want the logging to start before we got a chance to film it. Suddenly a window opened up, so I got Lewis and Kane to bust it out and build a trail. Rennie and Petey were coming over for Crankworks in Whistler, and there was an opportunity. Production got into high gear. It was a risk, but I really wanted to film the two of them shredding together. Everything was looking good. Lewis and Kane bust the trail in, the logging hadn't started yet, it looked like Rennie and Petey were organized. I was coming straight in from another shoot and we were going to jam. The day before the filming was to start, I got a phone call. Petey's bike had been stolen. It wasn't going to work. I couldn't believe it. To make a long story short, Kathy and Maddie from the Santa Cruz team pulled another bike together and made it happen. Thanks to these two, because what a wicked time it was watching Rennie and Petey rip up that pristine forest. After the shoot, I went to Crankworks Festival for a few days. When I came back, the big forest-destroying machines had moved in and started to gobble up that beautiful zone. As of now, it's an industrial wasteland, the magic mowed down by our desire to read newspapers. Damn. But the good news is we captured those precious moments in that grandeur, before man's greed mowed it all down.
Once that's over, that trail's shaded. What's the